All right, welcome back. Are you ready to create our Slimline cards? I think I'm kind of excited because we haven't done Slimline cards in a while, and I think you guys from the comments you've made are excited about them too. So these are the cards we're going to be making. And adventure awaits. Just a hello. This note card, adventure awaits, and baby. Okay, so you want to grab your supplies. Hopefully you already cut them. There was one little oopsie on card number 5. I hope you guys saw that. For some reason, some measurements were left off my workshop guide. So for card number 5, you'll need 2 by 2.5 piece of white cardstock, 2 1/4 by 2 3/4 burlap pattern paper, and 2 by 8.5 of the brown plaid. I think I might have I forgot to save it and then it didn't save on my computer. I'm not sure what happened and I apologize, and I hope you all saw that memo. The other supplies that you will want to grab are, of course, your stamp set. And if you haven't done your thin cuts yet, go ahead and grab those. You'll also want some mink ink, intense black, and for some reason, candy apple was left off the list as well. Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened with this workshop. I try to be better than this. So hopefully you forgive me for leaving a couple things off. The markers we're using are brown, gray, and gold brown. And then a journaling pen, and your adhesive, and all those fun things. So let's go ahead and get started on card number 1. And grab, I wanted to mention, when you place an order on my website in August, I send you the workshop guide for free, and I have corrected it, so it's the new one, the new corrected one. And you can find the supplies and everything to make these cards on my website, which is juliescott.closemyheart.com. And of course, I'll send you the instructions for this workshop when you purchase or when you place an order on my website. Okay, so let's go ahead and do card number 1, which is baby. It's this one right here. Okay, let me grab my pieces. So here we go. There we go. We got the pieces. So we have a little bear and a moon. We have 2 of the floral zip strips, a red flower stripe, the dots. It's like they're a little bit different than my sample. That's okay. And the circles, a piece of white, and then a piece of the yellow pattern. And then you'll want to grab a Slimline card base. And last time we did Slimline cards, somebody asked what the size was, and so I'm going to tell you. So this is 3.5 by 8.5. And Close to My Heart has a package of Slimline cards and envelopes, or you can cut your own. But that is the size that we're using. So let's go ahead and stamp the bear and color him in. So the bear, there we go. I'm going to use intense black ink, so when we color him with the marker, it doesn't smear. Get everything settled. There we go. Okay. And he was cut out of the burlap pattern. I thought that was kind of a fun, soft pattern for a baby themed card. Okay, I'm just going to stamp it right on top. There we go. And we can color in his little belly. Color it with gold brown. Just wanted to make sure. So the gold brown marker, I'm going to start with the light and see how that works, and then if you want a darker belly, you can use like the mid or the dark. Just gonna do his little snout and his belly and color that in. Okay, then I'm going to do just a little bit up here in his ears, and I think that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and start assembling this card. Put that up there, put these off to the side. My chair is squeaky, I apologize. So when I stand up to see if we're in camera, you might hear a little squeak. Okay, so let's grab some adhesive and go ahead and start with the outside. The patterns are double-sided, so you can flip them over if you want and use a different pattern, or use pretty much any pattern you want in this Mix In collection. I have loved this collection. I think it's been my favorite. I have purchased so many packets of it and used it on so many different projects. It's a good one. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like these patterns and the papers and all the good things? Okay, so we have the red circle, the zip strip, and then the dots. Then we're going to do the red floral. And then the zip strip. Now usually I design with a paper packet and sticker sheet that's in the idea book, and this month I didn't. Did you like the change a little bit? Changing things up a little? Let me know. You guys can tell me what you think. You won't hurt my feelings, I promise. I really love to create and design around what you guys like to do. So let me know if there's something that catches your eye. I'd be happy to try to work it into our craft day. Okay, so this yellow piece, we're going to do a dovetail. You just snip it up the center, and then you'll meet in the middle. Just like that. And we're going to attach it right here on the card, about a ½ inch away from the edge. And then we're going to add this white piece, kind of centered. Okay, now grab your journaling pen, and we're going to add doodle lines around the white if you would like. I thought it helped it stand out a little bit just by adding the doodles. And I believe we have a brand new doodle pen. I need to check it out. This is our old one, but I think a black doodle pen is, you know, a black doodle pen, right? Okay, so now let's add our little moon. And I use kind of the burlappy side, so it's a little bit different than the stars, just to kind of give it a little bit more contrast. I'm using some 3D foam. And I'll just add it up here in the corner. And then we can add our cute little adorable bear. And I'm going to tell you that I ran out of letters, so I cannot spell out baby or boy. So what should I spell? Let's see. I could do little. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave it for now because I'm not sure what I want to spell out. You could even leave it blank too, and if you have someone's in mind, you could spell out their name. And I apologize, I didn't notice until I was getting ready that I didn't have an extra, I think it's Y or an extra B. One of those. I'm out of the letters. Okay, so now we're going to add a couple of these little stars from the Crisp Air dots. Look how cute those are. I will give you a little bit of a sneak peek. I just received the, let's see, we're in September, October, November. No, wait. What catalog are we in? I just received the next catalog, and there's some more of these coming out in different colors. So there's a little sneak peek for you. Okay, and I've used these quite a bit, so I have a hodgepodge, but if you have a brand new collection, then you'll probably have everything you need. And so I took a little blue star and stuck it right on the moon. And let's see, I do not have a yellow star left over, but that's okay. They're yellow or one of those pink stars, and then there's a lighter pink right up there. I think I just, nope. Okay. So any color of star that you want, and there is card number 1. Can you tell that my summer has kind of just been a little crazy? A little bit of a hot mess today, but we'll get through it. Okay, so card number 2 is this one right here, Adventure Awaits. This one was pretty simple and easy to put together. I just thought this, I really just wanted to use this little stamp right there. Okay, so you'll need a piece of white cardstock and then the candy apple and a Slimline card base. Okay, so school has already started around here, well, for my youngest, and the others go, well, I have 3 different schools that they all start at different times. So in the next 2 weeks, everyone will be back to school. So I hope things slow down a little bit. Okay, now we have our white. I forget every year how crazy summer is, and I think I can just fit everything in, but I can't. So next summer, remind me that I need to just slow down and enjoy it instead of trying to cram so much stuff into summer. So we're going to do a doodle line around, actually a double doodle. So I'm going to just do my single, and then I will add my double. And there we go. Okay, and then our next line, just kind of wave it a little bit just so it's offset. Oh, I just love it. It's such a cool look. And we're going to wave that one just a little bit. And okay, there we go. Yes, right after this, I have to go to Target to pick up my daughter's pants that she has to have for her back to school. So, heaven help me. Okay, so let's do Adventure and let's see, Awaits is what we're going to stamp, and then we'll stamp the other things around it. Yes, it makes me laugh because the pants that she wants are pants that I wore like in junior high. Their styles are coming back, and I was like, I should have just saved mine for you. But yeah, some things I'm like, no, you cannot wear that. Then I give in and let her do it anyway because that's what all the kids are wearing. So we're putting Adventure Awaits just kind of down here towards the bottom right a little bit. Like that. And, oh, we still need the black, so hold on to the black for a minute. And we're going to do this arrow. So I have the arrow going this way, and then we're going to kind of manipulate it a little bit on that last one. So let's go ahead and stamp this first one down here. We're just kind of doing a pathway up our card. Okay, so now I'm going to actually take this and move it just a little bit. This is the fun of acrylic stamps, so you can actually move it to go the other way. If it will stay, stay little stamp. Okay, so you can change the direction, and right there. Isn't that cool? Okay, now let's do our little geode. Or is that a geode? I can't remember. Our place marker, like on the map, with candy apple. or any red that you have. Right there. And then we're going to add some of those fun little stars with Mink. So we have these two stars right here. We're going to add those. So the Mink is a really light gray, so you can barely see them, but it adds so much to the card. Just kind of randomly take them up the card. And let's do another one over here. And one more at the very top. So we kind of followed that up. And now we can add some more fun little dots. So I've added some stars and kind of just 3 little stars down the card, just like that. Isn't that fun? This is a fun back to school card, right? Adventure awaits. Okay. And let's do card number 3. My daughter is in junior high and she is so freaked out to go back to school, but like, you will be brave, it'll be okay. She's in 9th grade, so it shouldn't be new. They get comfortable at home during the summer. Okay, so we've got these 3 stripes of cardstock, our thin cut of this adorable tent, and then a little chair, and our lantern, and then a background paper. So let's go ahead and stamp these first. And then we can color it, and then we'll just assemble. Does that sound good? Let's do that. Okay, so let's do the tent. I have used this tent a lot. I think that and the bear is what drew me to this stamp set in the first place. I mean, s'mores are cute and everything, but oh my gosh, this tent, I just love it. Do you guys go camping a lot? Put it in the comments. Do you tent or do you glamp? I like to glamp. If I'm going to go out in the wild, give me a cabin with a shower and a toilet, please. I am not a tent girl. Okay, need to just switch some of these out. And I forgot my stamp chamois, so I should be cleaning these off, but I will do it after we are done. If your stamps are new, and I should have mentioned this way before now, if you want to just rub them on your skin or stamp them a couple times just to season them. Okay, and then the last one is the chair. I'm gonna stamp this cute little chair. I decided to do the green because it kind of reminded me of like camouflage. Okay. All right, so let's grab our card base. Oh, we need to color. Hold on. We are going to color in the lantern with the gray, or the brown gray, sorry. Going to do this part, the bottom and the top. And I am left-handed, so if this looks funny, that is why. And I can do things with my right hand just as well, but I think I had to adapt as a kid because everything was made for right-handed people. But now everything, I have a lefty, one of my kids is a lefty, and he's a true lefty, I guess I should say. Okay, so we're going to use the gold brown and use the dark in the center of the flame, and then the light on the outside of the flame. Now if you have a red marker and you want to use that, go right ahead. I have mentioned before, I try to keep the list of supplies down when we're doing like a workshop, because I don't want you to have a million things to create something, or you know, if you already have it in your stash. So I try to help you guys out. Okay, because so you could do red, you could totally change it up. I just use the colors that I was already using for other parts of our workshop. So here's the candy apple, and we're going to go up. Uh-oh, I think I have a Trevor hair. Okay, Trevor loves my desk. He thinks it's like Disneyland or something. He just likes to get up here and see what's going on, and then he'll usually walk away with a sponge. So I've been finding sponges in random places, thanks to Trevor, and good thing they are inexpensive. So when they all walk away, I can just get another one and it's not a big deal. I think they're like $1.25, so really inexpensive. Okay, so there I have my 3 stripes. And we have our toffee cardstock, and I'm going to do the dark. So I'm going to put glue on the light side. Okay, and then I want to add a doodle line around this pattern paper. So I'm just going to add a doodle just to help that stand out a little bit more. Okay. All right, and then we are going to add our tent. It's right here in the center. And let's add a little 3D foam to the back of our chair. And we'll add it right there. And our little lantern, we will add, oh, there we go, right here off to the side. And then I added a little heart with the dots that have run away. Oh, here we go. This little blue heart. It's so cute. There's also a heart on the stamp set, so you could use either one. Alrighty, that's card number 3. Okay, so now let's go on to card number 4. I think this one's my favorite. This one right here is just a fun camping type scene. So let's grab another card base. I love this Slimline. You can still send this size of card without it costing more. So I really like that. And it makes a really great money holder. You can add some money in there and you don't have to fold it or anything. So that's a really great for the Slimline. Okay, so let's go ahead and, should we stamp first? Yeah, let's stamp first. Okay, so we want to do our tent that we did out of the burlap, and then I have 2 trees, and I have one in the light, this one's light, and one in the dark. So it just kind of has that contrast of color. This is pine, this green color. That is one of our newer colors, and I am loving it. Oops, I've used stamps so much, starting to get not sticky anymore. But did you know with acrylic stamps, you can just wash them with soap and water, like dish soap, and they become sticky again. So there's a little tip. Okay, and this adorable little tree. And don't you think this would make the cutest little Christmas trees too? So you can totally use this set at Christmas time too. Add a couple little I mean, you could even use this stamp set or these dots and add little ornaments. So cute. I might have to do that. Okay, and our two trees. Oh, and we need to do Adventure Awaits. So hold on. Okay, so this stamp set didn't have a whole lot of options for sentiments, so I left a lot of them kind of just not blank, but what do you call them? Note cards. So you could either add a sentiment later or just, you know, use them for all kinds of different occasions. And we're going to stamp Awaits. Alrighty. And I think we can start assembling. Okay, so I'm going to take the sapphire and I want to use the dark. So I'm going to put adhesive on the light side and I'm going to line that right up with the top of the card. All right. And then I'm going to take these mountains that we are cut out with the thin cut. So there isn't a stamp with the mountains, but let me try to get it out here. Uh-oh, this one got stuck. There we go. But there is this thin cut that's included. So there's not a coordinating stamp, but you still get this cute mountain thin cut with that set. All right, so now we can kind of just decide where we want, like, why is it so, okay, sorry, I was trying to figure, I'm like, what did I do? Okay, so we're just going to just put these out kind of where you want them, stagger them up or down, however you would like, and then we will cover it with this. So you have some room to kind of mess around with things a little bit. So I'm just gonna add some adhesive on here. And then I'm going to put this one on the left down just a little bit. This actually punches out, so you could make this kind of 3D by putting a pop dot behind it, and we are going to do that on the layout in just a little bit. So there is that option. So I'm going to put this one kind of towards the top, and then we have this one, and we'll just bring it down just a little bit like that. Okay, so then we can just trim those off. Okay, we have our little mountain scene, and then we have our pines. And what we're going to do with the pine is we're going to actually distress it just a little bit. So we're going to take our scissors and just kind of scrape it along that edge. It will bring out the white core and also kind of roll the paper a little bit so it's not such a hard line right there. Give it a little bit more dimensions on that pine cardstock. Okay, and you can take your thumb and kind of roll it a little bit, or your fingers, just to bring that out a little bit more. You see that? And cool. All right, and then let's add that right on the bottom. Oh my gosh, that's so cute, just like that. Okay, now let's add the other things. I think I'm out of adhesive too. Okay, so now I'm going to add some trees. Yep, I'm out. Hold on. And I'm going to add it kind of right there in the peak, and then going to add the tent. And then with 3D foam, I'm going to add this tree. Just like that. Ta-da! Oh, isn't that cute? Then we can add our adventure. Oh, I'm gonna cover up all my rolls. Maybe I'll do it like that this time. All that fun distressing we just did. Adventure awaits. And then I'm going to use the circles. Where's my hodgepodge of and put some circles right here on the left hand side. Let's see. And then kind of this smoothie. It's not smoothie. Oh, I can't remember the name of the color. It'll come to me eventually. Papaya. There we go. See? I told you it'd come to me. And then the sapphire one. And then a green heart on the tent. I have to do a little heart on the tent. I don't know why. I just have to. All right, so that is card number 4. Is everybody doing okay? I hope I'm not going too fast. I'm sorry. I get all excited and then I forget to slow down. Okay, so now we have 2 more. Card number 5 is some more fun. Oh, this one's so fun to do. Okay, so this is the one that I forgot to leave off a couple of, or include a couple measurements. So you'll want 2 by 2.5 white, 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 burlap, and then this one right here. Oh, did I leave another one off? Oh my goodness. I did, and I didn't even cut it for myself. 2 by 8.5 brown plaid, and then this is a half. No, it's well, it's a little bit bigger than like a half by 8.5 of pine cardstock. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I am just seriously a hot mess this summer. Whew. Okay, so what we want to do, I didn't even bring my extra pattern or my extra paper with me, so you're just gonna have to pretend that that is there, and I am so sorry. I will try to do better next time. I'm a little embarrassed. Please forgive me. Okay, so we want to get our pattern, or not our pattern, our base, and we're going to random stamp some of those fun little marshmallows and this stick onto the top part of this card base. So we're going to use Intense Black. And we're going to start with the marshmallow bag. And I'm going to kind of just scooch it around, turn it like, let's do it that way. You can even do it off the side. Maybe I'll do one up here. Okay. And then we'll take the little marshmallow stick. Oh, I should have done the die cuts. we'll do that in just a second. So we have our little marshmallow on a stick, and we're going to random stamp that as well. And let's do one this way and maybe one right there. Okay. Hopefully that is enough. Maybe one more. Ta-da! Okay. Before we put that away, get your little die cut, little itty bitty die cut, and we'll stamp that one. And then get your marshmallow bag again. So cute. And, ooh, if you just cut off those marshmallows, it looks like a pillow. I didn't notice that until right now. And now let's do our fire. And we have the toffee and the candy apple. I'm going to stamp those both. Okay. All right, so now we can, oh, you know, let's do our s'more fun while we're at it, and then we can just assemble everything and be good. So we have s'more, and then the word fun. And stamp that right in the center. There we go. Okay, are you guys ready for fall? Like the fall weather, the fall season. We just did our challenge this week on our summer challenge doing fall leaves, and you guys have posted some really fun fall things. So stay tuned till the end of this video because I'm going to show you what we're going to be creating next month, and it is all about fall. So I'm really excited to show you what we'll be working on. But let's get this colored. So this is the brown gray, and we're going to just color in these marshmallow bags. And then I will go back with the darker to add some lines. But while I have this light one out, I'm just going to get them all colored. All right. So the brown gray tri-blend marker is my favorite. And you can use it for all kinds of things. Animals, lanterns, marshmallow bags, all kinds of fun things. Oh, you know what would be really cool? And I didn't think of this until right now. This is so funny. I think of things like after the fact. For the marshmallows, we could add some Stickles glitter glue or like the shimmer brush to the marshmallows. And I don't know why I didn't think of that until now, but I just thought of that. Okay, so I'm taking the dark and I'm just drawing that line just to add a little bit more dimension to the bags. And that's why I love tri-blend markers so much, is because they have 3 different colors in one marker. All right. So now we have our toasted sticks, and let's see. I think I did this stick in the dark, and then we're going to use this same marker for the toasted part of it. So let's go ahead and color those in. I might have to go back and use a shimmer brush on those marshmallows. It happens all the time. I'll be working on something and I will walk away to do something else, and I'll come back and be like, oh, I can do this, or I can do this. It's kind of like creating is a process. All right, so now I'm going to do the lightest. Oh, and I should have colored those in while we were at it. Okay, and I'm going to just add a little bit of toast on the outside or on the top or wherever you want, or if you want to toast the whole thing, you totally can, because you know a toasted marshmallow isn't always toasted all the way around. So it's either on the top or on one side or the other. So whatever you think. Oops, that one needs to go down a little bit more. Okay, so let's do this little guy. And him, I actually colored all the way in. And then I'm going to use the mid color to add a little bit more of a shading of on the outside. And then the dark for the stick. So we actually used all three colors on this marshmallow. All right, now let's do our little bag. So you can use these icons for cut them out, or you can just use them right on your project like we random stamped. Several different ways. Now if you do not have a die cutting machine, you can just get the stamp set and then you can fussy cut them. So there's still that option. Okay, alrighty. So let's go ahead and add this burlap on the bottom. And then if you have a little bit extra of that pine, go ahead and put that across there. And then we're going to add this burlap piece kind of towards the right hand side. And let's add a doodle around the Smore fun. All right. Okay, and then we can add our little marshmallows with some thin 3D foam. How do you like your marshmallows toasted? Are you a light brown? Do you like them burnt? Do you not like them at all? Put it in the comments, let me know. Okay, and then our fire, we're going to attach this full piece of toffee, and then we're going to cut the flames from this candy apple red one. You could cut that or stamp that in white and then color in, but again, I was trying to cut down on the amount of supplies you needed. So I was just showing you a different way to get color without having to have all the markers. Okay, so this one's done except for that one strip that I forgot. So you can see how it needed another little strip of color right there. Okay, so our last one is not camping themed whatsoever, and I just love how it turned out. This is a great idea for if you have a bunch of strips of paper left over, you can totally do it. The tip I put in the instructions is to help line them up on your card base to actually just cut a piece of, let's see, yes. So 3 1/4 by 8 piece of white cardstock, and line your strips up on this and then add it to your card base. So to me, it helps me keep them straight, and instead of trying to line them up on the card base all together. So I'm going to start with the dots, and then the sapphire, and I'm doing the light side, so I'm going to put the glue on the dark side, and then a burlap piece. And you could totally do whatever patterns or colors or color scheme you want. I just thought this was a really nice scheme with the blues and the burlap color. And let's do another one of the dots. And sapphire, put the glue on the dark side. And then burlap. Stripes again. And the dots. And let's see. Oh, yep, that's the dark side. And then the burlap. Okay. So if it hangs off a little bit, that's totally fine. We can just snip that off. And now we can put this right on our card base. So you can see it goes together really quickly too. Add that right there in the center. And then we have our little piece of white, and this we're going to add black doodle around. Again, I just like to use that black journaling pen just to bring out the sentiment a little bit more. And then we can use our letters, and I think I've already punched out the ones that I need. Let's see, there's an E. Actually, let's see. I punched him out and make sure I had all the letters I need, and that's how I realized I didn't have the right amount to do baby. Okay, so I have H, there's an L, there's an E, another L, and an O. So the rest of these are for our layout. That's going to say Smore Fun. So let me put those back so I don't lose them. Okay, so these are wood grain alphabet die cuts. This is a newer product, and we have these die cuts in all kinds of colors for titles in letters, and they're just so fun. And they come with quite a bit, so I've been able to do 2 sets of these, except for baby. And you see how many letters I still have left, so it's kind of fun. And I probably should have attached it to my card first, now that I'm thinking about it, but we will make it work. Just add L, L, and O. Okay. You could totally stamp a sentiment if you would rather. So I'm just going to add adhesive right there. It's since those are wet and attach them to my card. Okay, so that is card number 6. Hey, what do you think? Did you enjoy the Slimline? Was it fun? Do you like doing something a little different this month using the mix-ins? Let me know what you think in the comments. Here, let me put them all back in for us. So I enjoy trying new things as long as you guys are on board and are happy to do them along with me. Okay, so here's our 6 cards. I don't know if we can see them all. Oh yeah, we're doing pretty good. Okay. Okay, again, so we use the mix-in paper packet, the wood grain die cuts, the Smore Adventure stamp set, and you can get the supplies on my website if you're just new and watching this, wondering how to do them. I will put a supply list in the description of this video, and you can find them on my website, which is juliescott.closemyheart.com, and I will send you this workshop guide for free when you place an order on my website, and I promise I will do better next time and not leave things off. All right, so I am going to go get myself a Diet Coke and going to clean up, and we will get going on our layout. We'll be back in just a minute. Bye.